your viewing pleasure here live from Charleston, South Carolina. My name is Andrew Bell. I'll be your host tonight. No Stephen Armstrong, unfortunately, to join me on the broadcast this evening. And I can tell you it's 79 degrees here in Charleston. Actually, a lovely day today. We've got clear skies above us. There's a chance of rain later on, but it looks like the chance of rain is receding. We had heavy rain earlier, thunderstorms in fact, and the field got a good soaking. It'll be a very greasy surface tonight for the players. A natural grass surface here at Blackboard Stadium. And, well, this is a big game, isn't it? First big game of the year, really, in the Eastern Conference. We've got the undefeated Rochester Rhinos coming in to take on the second place Charleston Battery. First place versus second place tonight here at the board. Rochester have the best defense in USL, only 5 goals allowed. It's a remarkable achievement through halfway through the season. The Charleston Battery just, I think, the closest team to Pittsburgh in terms of goals scored. I think Charleston are up to 26 goals scored now on the season. And we'll just have to see, does defense or offense win out tonight? Usually defense does, but of course, usually doesn't matter when it comes to the real deal. Our referee tonight is Alexander Zhelyazkov, his assistants Rick Rogers and Eric Proctor. The fourth official, Kevin Roberts. It looks to me like Charleston Battery will have the ball when we get underway here in just a second. Charleston in the home colours, the black and yellow. They'll be going from right to left in this first half, as Mr. Zhelyazkov has a glance at his watch. And away we go, right on the dot. Charleston get us underway here with Van Schaik, the captain. Now Justin Portillo, wide to the far side. Rochester coached by Bob Lilly. The Charleston Battery coached by fixture here at the Charleston Battery, Mike Anhauser. There's Ferguson, squares it to the far side to Mueller. Mueller with space and time ahead of him. Goes to the right back, Woodbine. Back across now to Ferguson. Here's Emmanuel Ajeti. Clips it forward for Garbanzo to chase. It's headed down and kept in by the Rhinos on this near side. Up the line it goes. Ajeti first to the loose ball. Rochester sitting back in their defensive shape. Comfortable, it would seem, allowing Charleston in possession in these areas. That's a little flick down the line for O'Brien. Woodbine to chase. Into touch on the far side. It'll be a throw in for Charleston. Woodbine does possess a long throw in, but he goes short this time to Prince. Prince drives it off a Rochester player, and it'll be another throw for the Battery. Well, Charleston will sometimes send a big defender up for these long throw-ins, and here comes Sean Ferguson now to try and meet this delivery somewhere in or about the near post. Brandon Miller on the line, the goalkeeper. It's a long throw, looping into the near post, headed up and away by Rochester. Van Schaik heads it back into the mixer. A little bounce down, not fully away yet. Garbanzo goes down under pressure. The referee says nothing coming there, no foul. And Rochester can clear it up this near side. Given away, here's Ajeti. Flicks it down the line, finds Michael Chang. Good footwork from the midfielder. Kelly's going to be caught offside there. Miller was out anyway. And the referee will allow play on. Well, I take that back. He's going to say free kick, which is now taken short. Rochester, as I mentioned, with Miller in goal, a Bussy McMahon, Van der Castile. Ringhoff the back four, Mendoza, Garzi, Walls and Rudy in the middle. Dos Santos alongside Forbes up front. Kelly spinning past the defender there, but it runs through to the goalkeeper. Charleston with Kevin Corby in goal. O'Brien, Woodbine, Taylor Mueller, Sean Ferguson and Ajeti the back four. Zach Prince, Justin Portillo, Michael Chan and the captain, Jared Van Schaik in the midfield up front tonight. Ricky Garbanzo will play in behind Kelly. Dane Kelly, the Battery's leading goal scorer. Rochester gather up the ball on the far side. Play continues, no foul there, and Prince has a go from some distance, it misses the target. Well, goalkeeper was off his line and he tried his luck from the halfway line, and it comes to nothing. The Rochester players thinking they should have had a free kick, but the referee saw nothing wrong with the challenge that Prince made on a bussy. Put his shoulder into the Rochester player, who's a big lad, dropped to the ground, and I tell you what, that would have been a goal and a half, wouldn't it? Miller slips as he launches it forward. Van Schaik directs the header towards Prince. Prince volleys forward, looking for Dane Kelly. Can't control the pass, and here come Rochester now with possession. Backwards it goes. Out to this near side, to the right back. Chip down the line, a jetty underneath it. Cleared to the halfway line. Forbes plays it in square. Now Rudy steps past Portillo, slips it forward. Forbes now, the Jamaican, he smashes one. Well, didn't really catch it cleanly. I say smashes, he drills one wide of the target. It'll be a goal kick for the Charleston Battery. First shot of the game for the Rhinos. These two of the older clubs in USL. Charleston, of course, tied with Rochester in terms of longevity. Both Rochester and Richmond rather date back from '93. I think the Rhinos began play in '97, was it? There or thereabouts. Be another throw-in for Charleston, who've been on the front foot here in the early going, 5 minutes in. Short throw to Van Schaik. He'll go backwards to the halfway line. Mueller, first time ball to a jetty, misses out Ferguson. Inside to Portillo, closed down quickly. Ferguson squares it to Mueller, steps forward with possession, rolls it into the feet of the forwards, it's parried clear. Portillo drills it to the far side, good first touch from Chang. Now here's a jetty. Down the line for Garbanzo. Takes a touch, he loses possession. Good tackle that from Ghazi. But the Battery win it back in the tackle. And it'll be Garbanzo who goes to ground. The referee blows his whistle. Free kick Charleston, and a pushing match ensues as McMahon and Ricky Garbanzo exchange pleasantries. Well, there were some tackles flying in there. In the end, the Battery win possession and they get the free kick. And this is a chance. Charleston have been deadly on set pieces this year. Portillo will deliver. Justin Portillo flicks it into a good area, but headed away by Rochester. Woodbine first to the loose ball. Down the line he goes. It was not the best touch, I'll say, and it'll be a throw-in for Rochester, for the Rhinos. Fireworks following the game. There's still a bunch of fans outside buying tickets, trying to get in here tonight. As Charleston win the tackle on the far side, it'll be a throw-in now for the Rhinos. Well, Bob Lilly, a long-time coach in USL for various clubs. He has a reputation as a pragmatic coach. He'll go for the result, even if it means chances are few and far between. But defensively, well, and particularly this year, he's got it spot on, hasn't he? You can't argue with the stats. 5 goals allowed, it's remarkable. McMahon here, on this near side, the right back. Back inside to Van der Castile. Switches to the far side, a Bussey. Now Rudy. Back to the big left back. Now Van der Castile. No real pressure from Charleston, but Rochester kind of pegged back here a little bit. Now the pressure comes as Prince steps forward. See if Rochester can pass their way out of trouble. It was late from Zach Prince, and it'll be a free kick for the Rhinos. Prince telling his counterpart to get to his feet. Who was that? It was Ghazi, was it, who got fouled? Mike Ghazi. Parried away by Charleston. Garbanzo, lovely control. He gets brought down again. Well, the referee comes flying in. It's Ghazi involved again, isn't it? He's probably going to get a talking to here. As our referee, Mr. Zhelyazkov, invites Ghazi in for a conversation, and that's a last warning. Ghazi. No booking though, but the Charleston play it square. Here's Portillo. Cuts back inside onto his left foot. Who goes to left-footed ball. Lovely ball out to the far side. Chance for a cross here. It's whipped in, headed away. Portillo beaten in the air, but Charleston gather up the loose ball. Van Schaik squares it to Mueller. Dos Santos, a big forward up there. First time I can remember seeing him. Looks like he came from a Portuguese club. He wasn't with the Rhinos last year. Forbes. Quick little feet. It works its way out to this far side. And now here is Dos Santos. Loses his footing. Charleston gather up the ball. Garbanzo down again. The referee says no foul on this occasion. Charleston dig in, and Van Schaik finds possession. Well, Ghazi came through Garbanzo, but the referee felt there wasn't enough there to blow his whistle. He just warned him, remember. Here's Mueller, now Prince. Long ball, searching ball forward. Headed backwards by the defender. The flag is up though, and it'll be offside as Garbanzo was caught the wrong side of the defender. And we'll have a free kick for the Rhinos. 10 minutes in, no real chances of note yet. And interestingly, Dane Kelly hasn't really had a sniff at all. The batter is go-to striker. Long kick downfield for Miller, but it's straight through to Corby at the other end. Now here's Sean Ferguson. A jetty on the left side. Cuts inside his man. Van Schaik has to go backwards to Corby. Now Ferguson squares it to Mueller on the far side. Plenty of space to attack here. Up the line to Woodbine. Van Schaik backwards to Ferguson. Now a jetty. Ferguson again. Back with Mueller. Charleston possessing here inside the first 15 minutes. Now the ball will be sent forward. Dealt with, he just left it there, Ghazi, and Achang is round him. Heavy challenge from McMahon, but he won the ball. And that's a good tackle. It'll be a throw-in for the battery. Well, they were just looking at each other for a second, those Rochester midfielders. And a quick throw taken here to a jetty. Back to the halfway line. It's with Mueller. Flicks it forward, looking for the run of Prince, who is knocked away from the vicinity of the ball, just edged away, and comfortable for Miller. Good kick out. Jetty does well to get up there. Van Schaik wins it in the midfield. Good feet from Charleston's Chang. Back it goes to Miller again. First time ball to Van der Castile. Now Rudy. Abassi on the far side. Mendoza. And Abassi. Here's Ghazi. Switches to McMahon on this near side. Chang across to get in front of the ball. That's a good ball forward. Here come the Rhinos. And still. And the shot wide of the target in the end, but just for a moment, it was a case of the battery, midfield and defense looking at each other there. It was Canado Forbes, the Jamaican, the Waterhouse man, who was allowed to run through, but his strike wide of the target. Good win there in the midfield. As Dos Santos, well, he showed too much of it too. He won the initial header, but it was Ferguson who gathered up with the ball. Now here's Justin Portillo. Fires it forward to Prince. Prince can't find a teammate and he fouls. Free kick Rochester. It's been a stop-start first 14 or so minutes as a Bussy rolls it in square. Now Ghazi. Out to McMahon on this near side with the ponytail there. Now Van der Castile. McMahon again. Gets the ball from out under his feet. Up the middle it comes. Rudy squares it to a Bussy. Charleston's midfield working hard here. Angle ball forward. That's a good ball actually. Slipped into the gap, but it'll be comfortable for Corby. Here's a Brian Woodbine. Very much, you would think the battery, the onus would be very much on the battery to go after this game tonight. Rochester wouldn't be the end of the world for them to come out of here with a point. Of course, a win would be fantastic. Have you visited the new USLsoccer.com? Get the latest news and live stats and check out the new social media hub. Here's Emmanuel Ajeti. On the ground, he finds Chang in space. Chang squares it to Prince. Prince turns with possession, but caught in possession. Just dwelled on it a second too long there. And Rochester gather up the ball. Forbes gives it away. Quick pass out to Woodbine. Attacks the space in front of him. Now comes back inside to Justin Portillo, who will drive it out to this near side. Chang controls. Backwards to Ajeti. Down the line for Garbonzo. He won't collect the pass. Goal kick Rochester. Incidentally, the Battery's next game here at Blackboard Stadium is against the English Premier League's West Bromwich Albion. That's on Friday, July 17th. Get your tickets before they disappear as McMahon wins the 50-50. Dos Santos gives it away and Charleston intercept the loose ball. Ajeti brings it forward. Not a lot on for him. Maintains possession though. Here's Van Schaik. Rochester's midfield collapse onto the ball as soon as Charleston get across the halfway line. Be a throw-in now for the Battery on the far side. Down the line from Woodbine. Can Kelly get on the end of the loose ball? He can, and into the box. Dane Kelly stays on his feet. Not a lot on for him. And the pass misses the target in the end. Almost broke free there, Dane Kelly. Charleston gather the ball from the clearance. Here's Van Schaik. Wide to Ajeti. Back inside to Van Schaik. Can he find Portillo? That's the man that is usually the pivot with the ball moving forward. Now here is Woodbine. Back to Portillo. Square to Van Schaik. On the ground to Chang. First time it's parried back. Space on the far side for Mueller. 18 minutes gone. Charleston 0, Rochester Rhinos 0. Good little 1-2 there with Van Schaik as Prince comes across, but his pass is poor, and Rochester can bring it clear here, and it has to be a challenge from Chang to win possession back. Well, it's been a bit of a chess match so far. I'm sorry to say it hasn't been the most thrilling start to the game. It's Chang for the battery, chips it forward. Prince angles the header down the line. Will Garbanzo get there? He will not. It'll be a goal kick. There's Bob Lilly just in the corner of your shot there at the bottom of the screen. A long-time coach in USL. A couple of stints with Rochester over the years. Coached at Hershey, coached in Vancouver and Montreal as well, I believe. Van Schaik just skies it forward. Kelly beaten in the air. Dos Santos heads it backwards. Wide to the far side. Abassi will take up the running now for the Rhinos. Here's Rudy. Tony Walls. Rudy again. Back to Ghazi. And now McMahon on this near side. Oh, he telegraphed that, and Charleston win possession back. Kelly will start his run down the line. Takes it a touch, and still Dane Kelly goes back inside, but he's caught in the tackle. You can see players losing their footing here tonight on this wet surface. Here's Emmanuel Ajeti. Mueller inside to Van Schaik. Looks up and he rolls the ball through the gap to Portillo. Gets it wide to Prince. Prince has got Woodbine overlapping. Down the line for O'Brien Woodbine. Has he got the pace to get there again? It was off target, the pass from Prince, which will frustrate his coach Mike Anhauser, but it will still be a throw for Charleston. The tackle coming in. Do Charleston send one of the defenders forward? I don't think so on this occasion. Everybody back for the Rhinos. In at the near post, headed away by Rochester. Portillo beaten to the loose ball. Van Schaik squares it to Ajeti. Now Ferguson. Mueller on the far side. Here's Emmanuel Ajeti. Chang tackled, it'll be a throw for Charleston. Well, just watching Rochester here for the first time in the flesh, and they're very comfortable defending, as you would expect. Not overly concerned when the battery are in possession, it would seem. That's headed into touch. It'll be another throw-in for Charleston. And again, it's the long throw-in of Woodbine over there to take it. This time, though, Ferguson heads into the box. Good distance on the throw, but away at the near post. Portillo controls, gets it wide. Another chance for a cross here. Cuts onto his left foot, Woodbine. Has to go backwards, he couldn't get the cross away. Now Van Schaik. Chang's asking for it wide, but the angle wasn't on really. Ajeti steps past the midfielder. Pings it wide to Chang. Took an awkward bounce, but he keeps possession. The flag, though, is up. He was offside, says the official on the far side. We'll have a free kick for the Rhinos. That's what one fan thinks of that decision. Sure if you heard that or not. 23 minutes in here at Blackboard. Quite 23 in. Charleston 0, Rochester 0. It's two old rivals who find themselves midway through the 2015 USL season, top of the table together. Well, Rochester really have got what is it, a 5-point lead. They've had a great season so far. Chance for Woodbine. He's through the legs of the defender, whips across it. Oh, was that a penalty? The referee says no. Garbanzo was knocked to the ground, and it'll be a goal kick for Rochester. I wonder if we'll see that again. No real shout from Garbanzo, who was edged off the ball. But I tell you what, that was a super ball in. The legs of the defender, whips across it. Oh, see him go to ground. It was penalty. The referee says no. Penalty for that. Garbanzo was knocked to the ground. And there's a free kick as Ferguson is called for a foul, and now a chance for Rochester to send a set piece into the box. Van der Castile staying at the halfway line. It's Ghazi over the ball, and he goes short with it. Now here is Van der Castile. Little pass inside. Forbes now squared across. Rudy inviting Abassi, the left back, forward. Prince sticks the foot in, wins the tackle. It'll be a throw for Rochester. Mendoza rolls it forward. Mueller wins the tackle. Portillo flicks it towards the halfway line, and it'll come back towards him. It's Woodbine with possession, and he just drives it forward, and Garbanzo off the shoulder of the defender. Down he goes, just a bit of contact, and the referee says free kick. Possession, and he just drives it forward, and Garbanzo off the shoulder of the defender. Well, you saw it. He just put his arm just over the shoulder of the Rochester player. Maybe caught him a little bit. Enough for a free kick. Charleston win the tackle. Forbes tries to work it forward. It's Portillo. Good touch there from Majetti. Quick feet to keep possession, and now it's with Woodbine. Charleston with space on the far side. I think tonight patience is going to be the name of the game. Back it goes to Corby. First time to Mueller. No pressure from the Rochester front two. Comfortable, it would seem, allowing Charleston possession here. Battery love to attack, as we've seen all season long. See how they respond to this challenge tonight. It's Mueller on the far side. And he'll try the cross ball here, but it's easily dealt with. He didn't get enough on it there, and here come Rochester on the counter-attack. Rudy, back to Van der Castile. Ringhoff over there. Oh, good touch there from Rudy to get past, briefly get past Portillo. Here he is now, Rudy. Oh, he showed too much of that to Garbanzo. Down he goes. Kelly rides the tackle. Running at the back four. Steps inside. Tries to slip it into Chang. Chang. They're converging on him. Down he goes. The referee saw nothing wrong with the challenge. And in the end, Rochester get possession back. There was probably a foul initially on Garbanzo, but the advantage decision was played correctly. Here's McMahon. Walls plays it backwards. Now McMahon again. Van der Castile. Switches to Abassi on the far side. Garbanzo trying to prevent the square pass. It comes out to McMahon on this near side. Back to Van der Kasteel. And again. Become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive league news and interactive content. Don't forget to friend the Rhinos and the Charleston Battery. It's the best way to stay up to date to club news and views and current events. Here's Forbes, back to Walls. Little chipped run forward. He picks the player out in the box. The cross comes in, but it's blocked by the Battery. And now lumped away by Charleston. Ghazi heads it forward. Struck the shoulder of the Rochester player, says the referee. Rochester maintain possession. Abassi goes backwards to Van der Kasteel. Now the ball forward, it's cut out by the Battery. Garbanzo finally fouled, and there's the booking we were looking for earlier. Ghazi, what's that? His fifth foul on Garbanzo. It'll be a free kick for Charleston and a yellow card for Ghazi. Well, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? And the referee's seen enough. Here at the half-hour mark, it's Charleston cut out by the Battery. There's the foul, a lot in it really, but persistent infringement, the decision. Van Schaik. Ferguson squares it to Taylor Mueller. Jetty's going to have to go backwards to Ferguson. Mueller's in acres of space on the far side. Here comes the big central defender. Round the outside to Woodbine. He asked a lot of Mueller there. He had to come in and tackle, and it'll be a free kick for Rochester. I think it was Dos Santos who got caught. .15 minutes to go till the break. Deadlocked at zeros here in the game that features the #1 side in USL versus the #2 in the Eastern Conference. Rochester Rhinos versus Charleston Battery. Van der Skeet, he's asking his goalkeeper to get involved, but good, really comfortable pass away there by Brandon Miller. Abassi skips past the challenge, plays it forward. Mendoza squares it to Ghazi. Drills it into the gap. Quickly wide now to McMahon. This is more adventurous from the Rhinos. The ball chipped forward, and Dos Santos is onside. The ball headed away, and Corby off his line gathers up the loose ball. Follow at USL on Twitter to become a league insider. Join club conversations and have a chance at exclusive giveaways as Charleston give possession back to Rochester, but then a heavy touch from McMahon's will give the Battery a throw-in. Quickly taken. Portillo drives it across. Great ball. It's Woodbine. Early ball forward looking for Garbanzo. Heads it back inside for Kelly, who has a strike. Well, the frustration building for the Jamaican. He hit it well, misses the target. Goal kick. Hit that on the full volley. Scored a lovely, well, he scored a pair of goals last week, and one of them from long range. Prince wins the tackle. Got caught after the ball had gone. It'll be a free kick for Charleston, taken quickly. A jetty in space on this near side. Here come the battery. Kelly wants it to feed, it's not going to find him. Now Portillo tries to cut it round to the far side. The flag is up though. Well, criminal really. Woodbine caught offside. He had a look across and no excuse for that. Drumline getting involved on the far side. That's a good ball down the line. Here come Rochester. Walls back to Abassi. And now Rudy. McMahon in space. Forbes turns towards goal. Gets it wide to McMahon. He misses his pass though, Forbes. Well, that gets a couple of looks from his teammates. Straight into touch, a throw in for Charleston. Charleston help it on. Garbanzo cushions the touch and comes up with a loose ball. He's brought down by McMahon, and it'll be a yellow card for the right back. He actually collided with one of his own players, Ghazi, as he stopped Garbanzo from taking off down that near touchline. So 2 bookings for the Rhinos in the last 5 minutes. Good work there. Wow, that's just a little tug of the shirt, isn't it? Portillo for the battery. Squares it to Woodbine. Cuts inside the midfielder. Finds Justin Portillo. Up to Dane Kelly. Gets the pass. Well, he turned away with it. And what's the referee saying here? Throw in Rochester. It looked like Kelly got fouled in the tackle, but there won't be a decision on that. It'll be a throw in for Rochester on the far side. It must have come off battery player in the tackle. 0-0 the score. And again, I'll remind you, the Battery's next home game on July 17th against West Bromwich Albion of the English Premier League. There's a handball there from Rudy. It's a deliberate handball. The referee just blows his whistle and says free kick. Here's Van Schaik. Now Portillo. He's got Woodbine in space on the far side. Mendoza across on the cover. Prince with possession. Down the line to Woodbine. In tight quarters, tries to feed it back into Prince. Clipped away by the Rhinos. Good angled header from Mueller, and Charleston gathered possession with Ferguson. Quick pass now to Ajeti. Has to go square to Van Schaik, and in turn to Ferguson. Chang asking for it, begging for it, and gets the ball now. His pass strikes McMahon in the chest. Comfortable work from the Battery midfield there as they keep possession. It's Ferguson to the halfway line, and he spotted the run of O'Brien Woodbine, who's onside behind the fullback. Gets around him, tackle comes in, the flag stays down. The referee saw something he didn't like. It'll be a free kick for Rochester. Well, just for a moment, and for the first time, the Battery got in behind the Rhinos fullbacks there. Woodbine adjudged to have fouled his opponent. Miller gets us restarted. Ooh, they're looking at each other, and it's Ferguson who gets it away. There's a Battery player down. Didn't see what happened there. Not sure if it was on or off the ball. He's going to have to stop play. It was Mueller who got caught in the challenge, and looks to be suffering down there. Let's hope he's okay. Maybe he got caught in the mouth. I think he's going to be fine. He's a tough lad, and he'll receive some attention here from MUSC Sports Medicine's Bobby Weissenberger. I'll tell you right now that Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. Mueller taking on some water. By our standards, it's actually a very pleasant evening here. About Not even 80 degrees at kickoff. Might be one of those nights where it actually warms up as the evening progresses, if that's possible. Haven't seen Coach Anhauser yet. He's still tucked away there, sitting on the bench as the midfielders come across to take on water. And there's Mueller just walking off on his own. He'll be fine to come back in, you would think. It'll be a drop ball, and I imagine Charleston will give Rochester possession here. Still fans coming in through the turnstiles. Late arriving crowd here in Charleston as Ajeti flicks the ball forward. It'll be a throw in for Rochester. Sportingly done there by the Battery left back. Quickly taken throw in. It's Miller, the goalkeeper. Van der Castile now on his right foot. Dos Santos is saying, give it to me early, please. Down the line it comes. Beaten in the air though. Forbes first to the loose ball. It comes backwards, back to the halfway line. It's Forbes again. Pings it in. Kelly will get in there and win the tackle, but it can't keep possession for Charleston. Here's Ringhoff to his central defensive partner. Charleston win it back in the midfield. Good ball that. Now here's Chang. Scoops it forward, looking for the run of Kelly. Kelly takes possession. Can he find a teammate? Stays on his feet and forward. First time from Portillo to Prince. Very tight in there. Rochester get numbers back very quickly, and there's the end of the chance. First time from Chang to Prince. Chang finds Kelly at the top of the 18. Gets the bit of space, does he, to get the shot away? No, still going into the box. It's away by Rochester. Like Kelly caught the defender in the tackle there. Charleston win it back in the tackle. Tackles flying in, and in the end it'll be a free kick for the Rhinos. He just couldn't get the shot away, Dane Kelly. Fighting really hard at the edge of the 18-yard box, it must be said. 5 minutes to go now till the break. 0-0 the score. Walls backwards. There with the pass. Wide now to McMahon. Ringhoff. Rudy. Wide to Abassi. Ghazi asking for it to feet, and has it now. Puts his head down across the halfway line. McMahon in a good position on this near side. Closed down quickly. Forbes turns with the ball. Rudy. On the ground. That's a good ball. Chance here for Abassi. Furthest forward he's got. Cuts inside Prince. Forbes on his right foot will have a crack. Misses the target. Goal kick. Worth a try from that sort of range. Charleston play it forward. Here's Prince in a bit of space. Oh, he slips it through. It finds Kelly at the top of the 18. Just wide from the Jamaican. Hands on hips. Disappointed. The closest the Battery have come, though. Given away, it's a jetty for the battery. Springs forward. Little back heel from Prince, headed away by Rochester. Van Schaik calls them off. Kelly turns with possession around the defender. Shot again from the Jamaican, wide of the target. Mueller comes across on the cover, clips the ball forward. Kelly hoping for the defender to miss it, but he doesn't. Good challenge that. It'll be a throw in for the battery. Couple of minutes to go till half time. 0-0 the score. Garbanzo brought down. Van Schaik wins the challenge, but it's a foul. It'll be a free kick for Rochester. Both players okay, says the referee, and no booking coming. Garbanzo's been in the wars. You can see him there lying down. Dos Santos also, he's been fouled a couple of times. Rochester asking for a booking, but they're not going to see it for this foul. Don't forget that all USL regular season and playoff games are available live, free in HD on YouTube. Connect with the USL YouTube channel today. Back to the keeper. Not the best ball away, but dealt with nicely by Rudy. We'll have a minute of time added on here at the end of the first half. Be a throw in for Charleston. Garbanzo spins past the defender, but the covering tackle is there. Skies it high in the air, Ghazi. Little header on, and that'll be comfortable for the battery. It'll probably be the last kick of the match, that, for the first half anyway. Portillo pushes it wide. Kelly's offside. Garbanzo isn't. Now Kelly just dropped back there for a second, but again the covering challenge is in as Rochester try to work the ball away on that far side. There's the half-time whistle. 45 minutes in, 0-0 the score. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with the second half after this.
2015 Subaru Forester. The most award-winning small SUV with better fuel economy than competing models. And the certainty down the road you expect from a Subaru. The 2015 Subaru Forester. It's a whole lot to love.
Come see what everybody loves at Cruise Subaru.
And maintain the love with complimentary maintenance included only at Cruise Subaru on Rivers.
America's top travel magazine named Charleston the best city in the nation, so it's no secret that people are flocking here. But people from all over the world come to MUSC for our unparalleled expertise year after year. Maybe that's why so many national organizations invest in our breakthroughs and why so many of the world's top doctors continue to join us. So while Charleston's magnetic draw may not surprise you, we wanted to remind you about ours. MUSC, changing what's possible.
Covering tackle is there. Skies it high in the air, Ghazi. Little header on, and that'll be comfortable for the battery. It'll probably be the last kick of the match, that. For the first.
America's top travel magazine named Charleston the best city in the nation, so it's no secret that people are flocking here. But people from all over the world come to MUSC for our unparalleled expertise year after year. Maybe that's why so many national organizations invest in our breakthroughs, and why so many of the world's top doctors continue to join us. So while Charleston's magnetic draw may not surprise you, we wanted to remind you about ours. MUSC, changing what's possible.
Out to this near side, Rochester push forward. Bussey. Trying to get around Charleston's Garbanzo. Just works so hard. It'll be a throw in for the Battery. Garbanzo and Prince there teaming up. Here's Woodbine. Chips it forward, looking for Garbanzo, who goes to ground. The referee says no foul. Mueller at the other end for the Battery. Not the best clearance, but Woodbine is there on the cover. That'll be a throw-in for Charleston. Nicely done there by Mueller. Good feet from the big man. Here's Portillo to Van Schaik. Charleston push forward here at the start of the second half. Chang turns with possession, closed down quickly, but gets the pass away. Now Woodbine. Down the line, but Prince beaten to the loose ball, or beaten to the pass. It's a nice ball into Forbes, and now Rochester can work it round the outside. It just got caught in the feet of McMahon. Switches to a Bussey who took his eye off it, throw in Charleston. Prince, quick throw to Kelly. Turns with possession, tries to chip it into the path of Garbanzo, but misses the pass, and Rochester have it back. Ring Hoff, and then given away there. It'll be a throw in for Charleston. Woodbine looks for Dane Kelly's feet at the top of the 18, bounces off the chest of Kelly. Rochester gather the loose ball. Bussey now sends it forward, and now the chase is on, and it'll be Ferguson who comes across on the cover. Clips it away. Good control there from Walls. Bussey, good first touch. Sends it into feet, gets it back. Pings it forward, given away. Charleston clip it away. And into touch from Woodbine to concede a throw-in. Bussey throws down the line. Dos Santos gets the pass in square. Well done. Now out to the far side. McMahon. This is better from Rochester. Forbes turns. Rolls it short. The ball is chipped in. Oh, there's a chance! Well, I never. Big chance there for Tony Walls, who made a lovely run from midfield. Flag stayed down, and in the end, he missed the ball. Corby missed the ball, and it's wide of the target. Best chance so far for the Rhinos. Charleston send it forward. Kelly is fouled. Free kick, Charleston Battery. Well, surely Justin Portillo will come across. No, he'll leave it for the in-swinging delivery of Jared Van Schaik. Well, that's not really 10 yards, is it, from Mendoza? And still not 10 yards. Crowd urging the referee to get his card out, but we'll have the free kick. Swept into the box, took a deflection, handball, say the Battery players, not given by the referee. Well, we'll take another look at that perhaps. It was a big shout from Charleston's strikers. Not given though, and it remains 0-0 here with 5 minutes gone in the second half. Well, it struck the arm, didn't it? But I'm not sure how much he knew about it. Taylor Mueller now for the Battery. Up the line to Woodbine. Back to Mueller. Prince onto the loose ball first. Pops it wide to Woodbine, who takes a touch past his man. It's a good tackle coming across on the cover, though. I think it was Mendoza, and it'll be a throw for the Charleston Battery. Again, I'll remind you, the Battery's next home match is a big one on July 17th versus West Bromwich Albion of the EPL, of the English Premier League. Tony Pulis will be here with his squad for a pre-season game. Tickets available now at charlestonbattery.com. There's the throw into the near post. Woodbine sends it into the box again. It's parried clear. And it will be a throw in for the Rhinos. No foul called. Woodbine felt he should have received something there, maybe a whistle, but not coming, not forthcoming. Good little overlapping run there. The cross comes in. Good ball into the middle. Woodbine clips it away. Throw in Rhinos. And into touch. Battery throw in. Long ball forward from Woodbine, looking for the run of Kelly. Good header away from the defender. Not too much support for Kelly there, and Rochester get it to the halfway line. Nice touch from Dos Santos. Again, the Rhinos push forward down the far side. McMahon plays it back. Here's Forbes. Walls into Forbes. Little flick through. There's no run from the midfield, though, to try and get on the end of it, and the chance comes to nothing. Bit more adventurous from Rochester. Charleston with possession deep inside the half. It's Emmanuel Agetti here in the 54th minute. Back to Corby. And now Mueller for Charleston. Woodbine strokes it across to Ferguson. Here's Emmanuel Agetti. Just missed the pass, so it'll take the momentum away there as Ferguson squares it to Mueller. Long ball forward, Kelly the target, but he'll miss his pass there, and all the way through to the goalkeeper, Brandon Miller. Well, they do have fireworks to look forward to after the game. The fans here this evening. Good header away there from Taylor Mueller. In from behind by Prince, free kick Rochester. They play it short to this near side. Abassi, though, makes a good run. Cuts inside Prince. Tries to flick it down the line. It's won back by Charleston. Portillo, good feet to find Chang, and now the game opens up. Chang, across the halfway line, driving forward. Round the outside, he overhit his pass, looking for Kelly, and the half chance on the counter-attack comes to a quick end. Charleston trying to pin Rochester back in here. Garbonzo will get on the end of it. Good touch. Can he get to the loose ball? He can't. Oh, he's knocked to the ground. The referee says no. That'll be a goal kick. Well, he has been in the wars tonight, as usual. The assistant comes across just to confirm the decision. Miller now for the Rhinos to get us back underway. The ball comes in square. Portillo heads down to Van Schaik. Under a bit of pressure there, Jared Van Schaik, but he does enough to win the throw-in. 57 minutes in, no score here. Charleston Battery, Rochester Rhinos. We haven't had a corner yet, by the way. Oof, that looked like a late challenge from Van Schaik. Jumped into it a little bit. The referee was in very quickly. The referee also had a very good look at it. Let's see what the decision is here. It could be a booking or perhaps worse. We shall see. Keeping an eye on the referee while we look at the challenge. Jumped into it a little bit. There's the yellow card. So Van Schaik booked. Well, he just left his feet, and you know, for a moment you're thinking there's a potential red card in that. But we'll give the referee credit there, because he had a very good look at it and made what looks like the right decision. No damage done. Will be a free kick to the Rhinos, however. We approach the hour mark. There's some movement off the Rochester bench. We'll keep an eye on that. Nothing from the Battery bench so far. Real battle of wits tonight between the head coaches of these two veteran teams. Here's Abassi, closed down quickly. Sends it back to Ringhoff. He'll just lump that one clear. Good touch inside there from Woodbine. Lovely touch, and it's driven forward. Great ball in. Kelly cuts onto his left foot. The shot from Kelly is blocked away. Looked like he was going to hit it with his right, but decided to come back to his left, and the shot was parried away. Here's Kelly, who wins it back in the tackle. Throw in Battery. Well, he can spark his team to life, Dane Kelly. Enjoying a very, very good season again. Van Schaik has a little nibble inside, but goes backwards to Portillo. His range of passing has been good tonight as well. Little flick forward for Ajeti. Can he get round the defender? He can, into the box. Got caught in the tackle, no foul. And Rochester bring it away on this near side. Well, you do feel that in order to get something from this Rochester defense, the Battery's going to have to get its fullbacks involved, which means Woodbine and Ajeti will have to venture forward. Like a foul there, but the referee doesn't call it as Jetty takes possession from Ferguson. Corby will lump it away. Rochester win the headed ball. The 50-50. Here's Dos Santos flicks it inside to Mendoza. Now Forbes switches to Abassi in space. Tries to go to the line, comes back the other way. Good touch by Walls. Looking for it there, he's not going to get it. The referee says get up. He was just looking for it too obviously, wasn't he? As Kelly takes the loose ball here. Heavy touch from Chang, and Rochester get it back. Some would argue, of course, that if that's not a free kick, then it's a booking for simulation, but referee keeps his card in his pocket there. Tony Walls escapes. Here's Ghazi. McMahon has a little nibble forward, but he's caught in possession. Chang will launch it forward, and it won't find Dane Kelly. Just about kept control of the ball there. Rochester's defender. Now Ghazi again, the game beginning to show signs of opening up. Poor ball forward, Charleston take possession. Now Prince skips one into the gap, but it's away by Rochester. Parried clear, and the referee says free kick Rhinos, I believe. Didn't see it, so I'm not sure what that was for. It'll allow the change, and I imagine it'll be one of the booked players coming off. Is that Ghazi? Makes way for Apostolopoulos. It was Ghazi who came off. Apostolopoulos on. Don't think they could fit his name on the shirt. It might be his first name that they have on there, Vasius. But it's Apostolopoulos on. Ghazi off. That's a bit loose into the midfield. Jared Van Schaik finds possession and can't find a teammate. Throw in Rochester. Nice work from Dos Santos, the target forward. He gets a bit of space for himself, and, well, you never know, I suppose. That one probably not going to trouble Corby. Coach Lilly, incidentally, keeps a running conversation going with the bench. He's a character. Knows this league inside out just about as well as anyone else, you would think, from the technical side. Knows the game in North America as well as anyone as well. As Woodbine heads back to Corby and the Battery have possession. 63rd minute, no goals yet. Could really use a goal this game to bring it to life. That's a poor ball out from Ferguson. Rudy, wide to Mendoza. Back it comes to Abassi. Squares it. Ringhoff pings it wide. Two in the middle, the cross comes in. Not a bad ball in, it's headed square. Chance for Rochester, took a deflection, and Corby is there. Good chance that for the Rhinos, best of the game. Bounce just wasn't with Rochester. Prince turns with possession. Can he hang on to it though? Just about. Now here's Woodbine. First time ball to Ferguson. Ajeti asking for the ball to feet, and has it. Down the line to Chang. Here comes Ajeti's run. Into touch, it'll be a throw-in for the Battery. Now Van Schaik. Backwards to Mueller. Portillo goes backwards there. And again, switches play to the far side. Emmanuel Ajeti. Pings it forward. Kelly gets a piece of it, but it's lumped away. Big clearance from the Rhinos defender. Dos Santos battling with Ferguson, who lets him down, and Rochester have it back now. Abassi for the Rhinos. Now Forbes. Chang tries to get goal side there, stop the ball coming forward. It's flicked forward. Ajeti controls the errant pass. It's squared into the midfield for Portillo. Wide to Woodbine. Now Mueller as Charleston take over possession. Two centre halves combine passing here. It's with Mueller. He'll try the long ball forward, looking for Kelly. Flag will stay down here. Good header away, but Chang first to the loose ball. Good positive first touch. Looks up, drives it in. Kelly's shot is wide. Couldn't get the angle right as he tried to turn it in. From a difficult position, it'll be a goal kick. Been frustrated tonight, the former Tivoli Gardens man. Scored 6 in the league this year, 2 in the Open Cup. Portillo finds the bounce. It's lifted over the top. It's away by Rochester, who just read that ball nonchalantly. Not too much problems there. That's just given away. That's not the best. It'll be a throw-in for the Battery on this near side. Woodbine looked for the early throw-in. It wasn't really on. He finds Prince now. Heavy challenge. Play on, says the referee. Portillo doesn't even bother against Dos Santos there. Good work from Rochester. They have possession now with McMahon on the far side. Forbes will drive it across. It is headed away by Garbanzo. Throw in right. Rochester Rhinos. Here comes the change for the Battery. It's a positive one. Zach Prince, the veteran winger, will make way for the Jamaican Navian Boyd. Just over 20 minutes to play. Still a good amount of time left. Woodbine doesn't get a clean purchase with the header, but he knocks it into touch for the throw-in. Abassi, who's a big boy at left back, takes the throw. Throw-in again for the Rhinos. Down the line it comes. Good touch from Walls. Strong challenge from Woodbine. Throw in again, Rochester. Well, let's see if Abassi can work something here from the throw-in. Loops into the box. Away by Charleston. On the ground, he finds Chang. Chang gives it away. It's not the best ball, that. Pressure invited back. Coach Anhauser up off the bench now. Nice ball out to Abassi. Good touch to keep it in play. Tackled by Navian Boyd. And here's another change for the Rhinos, with Forbes making way for Dixon. Alex Dixon into the game. Touch there. Will Corby prevent it from going out? He will. Well, no, he won't actually. It crossed the line. It'll be a corner. You know what? This is the first corner kick of the game, folks. And we've got 70 minutes under our belts. A chance for Rochester. Mendoza will take it. To the back post. Back across the middle. Another chance for Mendoza. Chips again to the back post. Headed on target. Comfortable save for Corby, just caught it at about head height. Rolls it out to Woodbine. Portillo turns with possession, flicks it out to the far side. He's asking a lot of Garbanzo, who will not get there. Throw in Rochester Rhinos. Again, if you're in town in a couple of weeks, come on out. Battery versus West Bromwich Albion of the English Premier League, Friday, July 17th. Tickets on sale now at charlestonbattery.com. First EPL side since Bolton in 2010. Throw in Rochester on the far side. Mueller gathers the ball, looks downfield. Ajeti flicks it forward. There's no one really there or thereabouts even, and Rochester have it back. It was Apostolopoulos' first touch. That one headed away by Ajeti. Chang on the ground to Van Schaik, whose touch let him down. He got the tackle in. Oh, the little 1-2 was on, but it comes to nothing. Maybe some tiredness creeping in here. Well, Mendoza slips and Charleston get the ball back. Boyd hasn't had a touch yet. Here he is now. Wide to Woodbine. Chips it forward for Kelly. Brings it down. Loses out in the tackle, and the Rhinos have it back. Abassi. Apostolopoulos. Squares it to McMahon. Brings it forward. We're headed towards the last 15 minutes here at Blackboard Stadium. Charleston Battery 0, Rochester Rhinos 0. Dixon spins with possession. He got caught though by Van Schaik. Portillo finds Van Schaik in the pass. Now here's Chang. In tight space, he slips inside his man. Rolls it on the ground to Garbanzo. Good ball that. And now there's a bit of space for Van Schaik. Looks early to find Dane Kelly. It's parried behind, and the Battery will have a corner kick. And this will be the first corner for the Charleston Battery. Well, it'll bring Justin Portillo across to take the set piece. Battery have been good from the set pieces this year. They've scored a few goals. Both central defenders have gone forward here. It is Portillo on that right foot. The in-swinger coming. Good ball in! Oh, it's punched away by Miller. Good goalkeeping. Boyd first to the loose ball. Takes the deflection on the way across. Away by Rochester. And tackled away. Portillo will gather up the loose ball. Rochester survive. Nice pass there from Portillo. Finds Mueller, and now here's Woodbine. Quickly wide to Boyd. Oof, that's loose from Navi and Boyd. Van Schaik sends it back towards Mueller, and Dos Santos gets to the loose ball first. Down the line, chance perhaps here for Rochester. Slipped inside, good first touch from Mendoza. Flicks to the back post, headed away. Corby comes. Danger over. "15 minutes to play, no score." Apostolopoulos won the header. It's given away there as Woodbine just swings his foot through the ball. Not sure what he's thinking there. Just get it away, I think, was the thought, which he does, but concedes a throw in. driven across to this near side. Little chip forward, it'll be comfortable for Corby to deal with it. Chang wants it to feet early and gets it. Looks downfield. Tries the long early ball for, well, I think that was a shot actually, but no danger of that beating Miller. Hopeful would be a generous way to describe that one. And we're inside the last 15 minutes here at Blackboard Stadium. Good tackle that from Ferguson. Charleston, oh, that was high, that challenge, but the referee says no foul as Chang wins it back in the tackle. Can he keep possession? He can. Here's a Jetty. On the ground to Portillo. First time ball forward. Dealt with easily by the Rhinos' central defender. Here's Dixon. Looking for some width, and here it comes now in the form of a Bussey. Little chip ball inside. Mueller, good header away. That's a free kick. Rochester are going to make a double change here and bring on some fresh legs. I think Mendoza will make way for Mulgrew. And Dos Santos, the big man, will make way for Valesky. Don't really want to come off Dos Santos. Now he does. Van Schaik for the Battery. Wide to Emmanuel Ajeti. Here's Portillo. Asking Mueller to step forward with possession. He squares it first time back to Ferguson. Now Van Schaik on the ground to Kelly. Touch heavy and loses the ball in the tackle. Here's McMahon, the right back, to Dixon. Switches to Abassi. Ringhoff. Long ball forward, headed away by the Battery. McMahon first to notice the loose ball. Jetty picks off the pass. Charleston will get it away now. Van Schaik switches to Woodbine. Bit of space for O'Brien Woodbine. He finds Boyd. It's a good first touch from Boyd, who's away from his man. Down the line it goes, but he misses the pass. And Rochester have it back. Oh, that's a good ball if he'll find it. He just couldn't get the angle right. Unlucky there from Rudy, who's done well tonight. Charleston are going to make a change of their own. It'll be another straight swap, I would think. And Michael Chang on that left wing will make way here for Dante Marini. See if Marini can provide a spark. There's about 10 minutes to play here at Blackboard Stadium. Exactly 10 minutes by the stadium clock. Jetty sends it forward. Hooked away by Rochester. Van Schaik to Marini, his first touch. Finds Van Schaik. Portillo first time to Ajeti. Ajeti across the halfway line. Asking the forwards to get down the line. It's headed away by Rochester. Marini back inside to Kelly, who leaves it for Marini. Into the box, Dante Marini squares it. And the shot from Boyd misses the target. Just sat there for a second, but he couldn't find the target, and it'll be a goal kick. Crowd get into the game here, urging the home side on. Mueller's touch actually was unfortunate because it was headed through there. But Rochester gather up the ball. It's Dixon now. Inside to Rudy. Valesky down the line on this near side. Mulgrew. Just kept it in. Well played there by Mulgrew. Swings it into the middle, took a nasty deflection. Away by the Battery to concede a throw-in. Mulgrew to Abasi rather. Abasi steps inside. Chips across to the far side. McMahon. Rudy gets it wide, chance for a cross again here. Cross takes a little deflection on the way in, headed down. Ajeti to the loose ball and then lumps it away to the halfway line. Nice headed clearance from Rochester, who keep possession. Good spell this for the visitors. Rhinos with it. Ajeti heads away. Now Marini with space. Fires it up to the halfway line. Kelly leaves it, but good defending. He read it well. Looked like a foul by Marini. Play on, says the referee. Down the line it goes. Overhit. Goal kick. Charleston allowed to play it out on the ground with Ajeti here. Long ball forward, Garbanzo flicks it inside looking for Kelly. It's lumped away by the Rhinos. Kept alive. Corby clips it away to concede a throw-in on the far side. Well, it's been an interesting game. Enthralling, really. Rochester tried a little bit more, haven't they, since the break, and now there's a bit of space for the Battery. Well, that was cynical. And Rudy brings down Woodbine. He didn't want to chase him. It'll be a yellow card and a free kick for the Battery. Third booking of the game for the Rochester Rhinos. Had to make that challenge. Knew he was going to get booked. It's the right thing to do because Charleston were flying away. Portillo swings it to the far side. Ajeti. Back to Portillo. Now Woodbine. Down the line to Boyd. Charleston keep going. Boyd, or rather Woodbine into the box. Down he goes, the referee says no foul. Rochester weather the storm and now play it forward long. Corby will come off his line and, oh, that was late, wasn't it? Not sure what he's thinking there, that's a booking. Silly decision from the striker. Jumped into the goalkeeper after he had the ball in his hands. Let's have a look. How close is he to... Yeah, come on. No damage done, but not really necessary. Charleston play it short. It's Ferguson for the battery. 5 minutes to go. Tension just building a little bit here. The header comes wide to this near side. Obasi finds Mulgrew. Good header into the, well, into a goodish area, but Corby is there. Won the header well, but couldn't get the angle on it. Boyd wins the header. Obasi lifts it high into the air. Mueller jumps, loses sight of the ball. Mulgrew plays it back to the halfway line. Postolopoulos down the line to Obasi. Van Schaik wins it back in the tackle. Now Ferguson has to step with possession. Chang, or rather Marini, who's away from his man. And still Marini, down he goes. Asking for a free kick, not given, it'll be a throw-in. Rochester want to make another change. Not taking any chances, he's going to bring off the player that was booked. Rudy will make way for Rolf, who was sprinting off but now changes his mind and decides to walk. We said that Coach Lilly's, there he is, just going back to the bench. He's capable of absolute pragmatism, and he knows a point would be superb here. If he can nick 3 points, he'd be thrilled. 88th minute. Nil-nil, no score. Charleston trying to work something down by the corner flag. It'll be another throw-in. Quickly taken, Ajeti. Cuts inside. Portillo in a tight space, gets it to Marini. Marini crosses, took a deflection. Rochester were headed away. They're happy to concede another throw-in on this near side. It's awkward there for Miller. Is there a game in this? Is there a goal, rather, in this game? We've got the long throwing coming from a Brian Woodbine, the Jamaican right back. Great distance on it. Oh, there's a push in the box. The referee says no. Well, there wasn't a lot of attempt made to win the ball there, but down went Mueller, perhaps looking for it. It's hit forward. Corby. Oof, just did enough. He wasn't positioned very well. He was outside the box as it came through. Couldn't pick it up. And we had drama at both ends there. No, I don't think that's a penalty. Rochester have it deep inside the battery half. Dixon, former Houston man, tackled. It'll be a throw-in for the Rhinos. A goal now would be a killer blow, you would think. Like handball there. Yes, flag up. Charleston play it short on the ground to Ferguson. Drives it forward. Headed away by the Rhinos. Chested down, but it's Garbanzo who takes up the running. That's from behind. It'll be a free kick for Charleston. Now there's a chance, and the battery will send its two big defenders forward. We're in stoppage time here. now get behind the home side. Is there some late drama? It's Justin Portillo over the ball. The ball chipped in. Oof, too high, wasn't it? And it's behind for a goal kick. You see fireworks off in the distance. They're going to get a double display tonight, these fans here at Blackboard Stadium. That one over somewhere else on Daniel Island. Charleston with their own display coming after the match. The restart from Miller. Ajeti heads away. Marini's touch heavy. Loses the ball in the tackle. Lovely weighted ball from Dixon. Will he catch it? No, unlucky Mulgrew. Good effort there. Charleston roll it away on this near side. Woodbine hits it forward to Kelly. Shrugs off the challenge. Tackled though. Hit forward. Mueller steps up to win it. Has to get it wide here, you would think. And there's Marini hugging the touchline on the far side. The crowd urging the home side on. Ajeti caught in possession. Good tackle that from the Rhinos. Early ball forward. Charleston have got two back to defend it. Soft pass. It's there to be one in the middle. Van Schaik takes up possession. Rides off the challenge. Flicks it out to Boyd. Cuts inside Navian Boyd. Heavy touch, but he keeps possession. And still, Boyd driving at them. Tackle comes in. The referee's seen enough. Full time here at Blackboard Stadium. 0-0 the final score. It's 1 point apiece. Rochester remain unbeaten. The Charleston remain unbeaten at home for well over a calendar year. And Charleston and Rochester will have to settle for a point apiece. That just about wraps it up from us here at Blackboard Stadium. Thanks for staying with us this evening. The final score, Charleston Battery 0, Rochester Rhinos 0. We'll see you in a couple of weeks when the Battery return here to play West Brom on July 17th.